Brisbane to kick off tonight. The Broncos and the Eels with finals just around the corner. These two teams desperate to give their fans something to cheer about in September. And we are underway, and that almost got away from Regan Campbell-Gillard. And a big shot attempted there by Tom Flegler. They just got away with that one, the Eels.
Oh, it was great hands by the big man. I don't think he was expecting that in the first play of the game, but Regan Campbell-Gillard, he cleaned it up for the Parramatta Eels.
And he did a good job in the end. Here's Junior Polor getting outside the 20, tackled by Payne Haas. One of those clashes that we were talking about. You see there in jersey number 17, Murata Niokora. He is starting the game tonight for the Eels. Ryan Madison is on the interchange bench. Last tackle now for Parramatta. Mitch Moses kicking from inside the 40. Corey Oates underneath that one. In rich try-scoring form has Corey Oates. 20 tries for the season, 6 in his past 5. Brisbane first use of the football for them now. Here's Payne Haas. Had to reach for that one. Did well, the big man, to get down to take that ball cleanly. Now Flegler. Reid Marnie fell away from that tackle. Regan Campbell-Gillard in there too for the Eels. Haas again, reaching the centre of Suncorp Stadium, where a good crowd has built up for this Thursday night clash as Reynolds kicks down to Gutherson. Now Sivo looking to wind up. Solid start for both teams. There's a offload. Tom Opachik has it now for the Eels. Expecting an open game tonight, Cam. Well, here's a penalty to Parramatta. That'll help their cause.
Yeah, it's pretty good conditions up here in Brisbane. It's a lovely day. We'll check down sideline soon with Jonathan Thurston, but on the field just before kickoff, it was slightly greasy, but fantastic conditions otherwise to use the footy, so there should be some points in this game.
Plenty of Eels fans talking about the crowd in the stands tonight. They're a popular team all around southeast Queensland, Parramatta. Plenty of fans. Marnie go down the short side. Lane. And now the Broncos have got it here through Jordan Pereira. No. Stolen back, so it'll be a penalty for the counter steal.
And Clint Gutherson's racing in. I'm not sure if he's going to challenge. Looks like he will.
Well, it looked like Pereira actually had that football.
Mate, they got a captain's challenge.
It looked like he intercepted the
Our
ball.
on-field ruling was the Broncos had the ball, and then it's stolen after he's held.
Yeah, that's what the referee ruled. That's what it appeared to be from up here.
Yes, mate.
It was a fair steal from Pereira. Oh, there's the... So here we go. Oh, now he might rule that Pereira knocked that on. Did it hit his hand going to the Parramatta
The ball
player?
is offloaded by Sean Lane. We're just seeing who has possession past this point.
And so did it come off the hand of Pereira into Opachik?
Well, they might have cleared that. They haven't spoken about that. Yeah. So it's actually, you know what, the Parramatta player still got it.
Well, it looked like Tom Opachek actually caught it in his hands.
Based on the on-field ruling of Broncos having possession, the ball is then stripped by Tom Opachek post-held, with Brisbane having the ball. The challenge is unsuccessful.
Hello?
Well,
hello?
They've gone with Grant Atkins' call of saying the Broncos had possession, but I actually don't think he did.
I don't reckon he got it.
I think Tom Opachek actually caught the ball first.
Always had it. Wow.
Let's check quickly on conditions. JT, sideline. Good evening, Jonathan.
Yeah, Soldy, great conditions down here. 15 degrees, not much breeze about, but the atmosphere is electric down here, so it should be a good game of footy.
Certainly should. And yeah, the crowd is up and about for this one. And Brisbane now, their first real attacking chance of the night. Payne Haas takes himself into the Eels' 30-metre zone. There's Remember the step. Almost got through. Good tackle. Clint Gutherson, Reid Marnie there as well. Turpin a dummy half. Through the hands. It's with Reynolds. Loops a pass. Jordan Pereira. Sivo's got him, and he'll do well to stay in the field of play. Good defence, Parramatta. They recovered well.
Yeah, it's a good try by Adam Reynolds. Great ball. But Once Sevo gets you, see you later, champ. Over the sideline you go. Good step by Ezra Mam. He missed 10 tackles last week, but he's got to improve his defence. But my word, he's a good runner, and here we go.
Well, it was the reaction, wasn't it, from Parramatta? They showed Pereira the space on the outside. Adam Reynolds took it. And there was 3 and 4 Parramatta defenders there very quickly.
So the Eels now coming out of their own end. Near Cora. 3 Broncos in there. Ten short of the halfway line, Parramatta. Through Regan, Campbell, Gillard. Jake Turpin, one of the defenders there for Brisbane. They go down that right side. And Isaiah Papali'i playing it. They continue to go down a short side here through Moses, who almost gets straight through. Went to go again, but Kurt Capewell wrapped him up. Last play here for Parramatta. Brown puts in a kick. Watch for the bounce. Katoni Staggs has got it. And he escapes the 2 Parramatta chasers before getting 12 metres out. This will be a penalty. They had a second go.
Yeah, great effort for Tony Staggs. Firstly, to get back and get on this loose ball, but just the fight to beat a couple of Parramatta defenders. Got to the ground quickly. Nice play there by Katoni Staggs.
The Broncos off the back of that penalty. Just short of the halfway line. Jordan Ricky playing it. Now Flegler takes himself into Eels territory. 4 changes to the Brisbane team from the side that was hammered last week against the Melbourne Storm to the one we're seeing tonight. Ezra Mam. Now it's with Capewell. Capewell's tackle 22 away from the line. Mam at first receiver. There's Corey Jensen. Campbell Gillard over the top. Near Cora, down low. Last play here for Brisbane. Mam puts in a grubber kick. Not a bad one in the in-goal area. And it's batted dead. Repeat set for the Broncos.
Good play, Ezra Mam. They're isolating those Parramatta defenders down this right-hand edge, and that time there, Ezra Mam, he's already had a couple of really nice runs of the football. That time he opts for just a little dink in the in-goal. He's had a great start, the young man. Just enjoying watching their attack tonight. It looks like they've got a lot more purpose to what they're doing in their sets. Much more organised as we go short drop out.
Sevo to climb high to try to take it. He's knocked it back. And there's a knock on there from Brisbane. Yeah, it'll be a Parramatta feed.
So the short dropout succeeds again. Yeah, it looks like it may be a challenge here as well.
Decision to knock on Brisbane first. Well, fix it, mate, if it's wrong.
So I think this is Jordan Ricky. He goes up for the ball. The contest with, oh no, it's Pereira.
I think it goes through Sevo's hands, and I think it goes back.
Got a backwards touch from this point, Micah Sevo, and also a touch from Jordan Pereira. We just need to determine which way the ball travels.
Yeah, it looks like Pereira might have gone forward off him. So that would be... So Sevo definitely touches it, but it goes backwards and then into Pereira, who looks like he knocks it on.
So the ball is originally backwards off Micah Sevo. It is then knocked on by Jordan Pereira. The challenge is unsuccessful.
No more challenges.
So they lose their challenge after 7 minutes.
Both teams now have lost their challenge.
No more challenges, fellas.
And no more challenges for the rest of the night.
Don't have to worry about that anymore, Salty. Go on.
All done.
Let's go, guys.
So Parramatta getting the scrum feed from their own 20-metre line. An exciting team to watch, the Eels, when they really get going at a full head of steam. Oh, Polo's lost it. And here's Capewell.
Oh, and Corey Oates, he was wide open on his left.
Now Corey Jensen. That changes things. Brisbane are now just a couple of metres away from the line. Turpin to Flegler. Looking to wind up, but they're going to stop him. Campbell Gillard. Gutherson there as well. Turpin. Man. Nice pass. Brenko Lee to Corey Oates. Comes back in field and stopped a metre away from the line. Good defence, the Eels. They came back there in numbers. Man. He's going to be wrapped up. Last play here for Brisbane. Turpin. Boy, they've had some chances here, Brisbane, early on. Reynolds puts in a kick in. Jordan Pereira get there. No, he can't. Now, it was touched by an Eel. It'll be a dropout.
He's saying it was played at by a Parramatta player. Therefore, it's in play and it's a dropout. So Parramatta doing well to hold out the Broncos. They've been stuck in their own 20 for the last 10 minutes.
Hit Dylan Brown on the way through.
I think Mike Acevo may have got a touch as well. So another opportunity now for the Broncos.
They'll go short again here. The Eels will just go 10. Oh, great take, Sevo.
2 from 2.
Oh.
Gotta love the energy that both of these teams have brought to Thursday night footy tonight. And as we said, finals around the corner. These two teams want to give their fans a decent crack at it when it comes to finals. Now that's off Brenko Lee. Penalty Parramatta. Yeah, playing an offside position, picking it up there for Brisbane. So the Eels will get a chance to go right on the attack.
Yeah, and there's a nice play down that right-hand edge. Wide, beautiful pass from Reid Marnie. And Brenko Lee, well, he had to come up with that play when he knocked the ball down. If he let that go, Corey Oates was in a lot of trouble.
Now, quite often where a team's been attacking for 5 or 6 minutes in a row, they find it hard to defend at the other end. So let's see how the Broncos go.
Niokora, good platform to attack from after that hit up. He's inside Brisbane's 20. Marnie to Brown. Polo short to lane. Beautiful pass. Gutherson still alive. Sevo's got it. He'll score. Razzle dazzle from the Eels.
Lovely footy from Parramatta. As you mentioned just before, Salty, they're a very entertaining football side when they're at their best. Harvey Norman replay. There's a short pass, lovely pass from Junior Bolo to Lane. He's been getting that right arm free now for the last month and a half. He's got a very good combination down this left-hand side. And it went to Gutherson, and Gutho, he just knew that there was space outside him if he could get the ball away. So he just popped a no-looker up. Junior Polo, he was backing up from his short ball that he just passed earlier, and Mike Acevo, well, we touched on his efforts against the Broncos earlier. That's now 12 tries in 9 appearances against the Broncos.
You know the great thing about that try, there wasn't a block play or a second man in sight. That was just man on man. Great rugby league. A little bit unorthodox, but you've got to do anything you can. Look, just straight passing. Sean Lane, he's tried that earlier, didn't come off, but he's got that big right hand going well in the last few weeks. And that kept it going.
Mike Acevo opening the scoring tonight. And now Mitch Moses looking to convert. Great kick. Well, Parramatta leading 6-0, but there is some high drama involving the Broncos because as Regan Campbell-Gillard takes the first run off the kickoff, Adam Reynolds is leaving the fields. So Adam Reynolds is off. Looked like he was holding a hip as he reached the touchline there, and he's gone straight into the Broncos rooms camp.
Yeah, we'll have to get Denneker to check on that one, but it may have been when he attempted that tackle on Sean Lane, when he got that offload away for that beautiful try to Micah. So if we can get a look at that, we may be able to see a little bit closer of what may have happened.
6 again, and Billy Walters has gone on, which is fortunate. He's played plenty of half or 5/8 in his day.
Full set of 6 here for the Eels that Brisbane have to defend, and there's Billy Walters in making a tackle there on Dylan Brown. Now Lane winding up. He's lost it. And Flegler jumps on the loose ball for Brisbane. So there's a let-off.
Yeah, a little let-off for the Broncos, but clearly their tactics tonight are just to pound the Broncos' edges, aim their back rowers, Isaiah Papali'i and Sean Lane in at their halves.
Solid contact there on Jordan Pereira. Now Corey Jensen. Payne Haas for Brisbane. 6 short of the halfway line. 2 tackles left here in the set. Walters, that looked forward, it was forward.
Now, Reed Marnie, for the last 2.5 minutes, has been giving Katoni Staggs a massive spray. Been at him for, I don't know what happened a couple of tackles ago, but he's been at him for the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, he can get under the skin of the opposition players at times, Reed Marnie, but he's a good player. He'll back that up with his own actions.
All right, down to you, Danica, with a pilot medical update for us.
Yes, just an update on Adam Reynolds. He's actually gone off for a head injury assessment. It was the bunker who intervened to take him from the field for that test, so he still has about 13 minutes remaining off the field.
Yeah, you just seen that replay there. Pereira collecting Adam Reynolds when he came in for that attempted tackle.
Brisbane with defending to do because the Eels, they are a great momentum side. When they get their tail up, they can be hard to stop. Campbell-Gillard playing it. Well, that came unstuck. What about the pick-up here from Ezra Mam up over the halfway line? It's been knocked down, knocked ahead. This will be played on for Corey Oates. And now the Eels have got it. What's happened there? Explain it to us.
Looked like the Milwaukee Bucks against the Golden State Warriors. It was everywhere, the ball.
Oh, no.
What do you want it?
Here we go. What's this?
Oh, yeah, loose pass from Parramatta, and Ezra Mam, he just went, thank you very much, I'll take that. Probably would have been a good idea if he just took the tackle. He would have had the Parramatta defence all over the shop if he would have gone to ground and played the ball there, but fortunately they'll retain possession after an error from Parramatta. And now Wanga Blakes, he's caught one in the beak.
Well, it's a great game. It's not short of action.
Not wrong.
Excellent. Brisbane playing for their spot in the top 8. If they don't win tonight, they've got one chance left against the Dragons away next week down at Jubilee.
Head in. Let's go straight down.
It's been an exciting opening 16 minutes. So Brisbane do get the scrum feed here. Turpin throws a dummy. The Eels have defenders there. Gutherson gets a one-on-one steal. Great play from the Eels skipper. This game's got everything.
Just a heads-up play from Clint Gutherson. There was 2 men in the tackle, and he said, no, get out of there. Give me a one-on-one opportunity.
Holder passing before the line. On the halfway line here, the Eels. Now it's with Lane. Cut out pass. Sivo! Room to move. He loves these infield kicks. Tom Opacek! Is he there? Yes, he is. Tom Opacek Opachik is in for the Eels.
Wonderful rugby league. I thought there was a hint of a forward pass to Sevo.
We've got a no try clear of the grounding, please.
Grant Atkins saying no try. He was over the line, couldn't get it down. Opachik. Once again, Parramatta's playing a beautiful style of rugby league.
We've cleared Parramatta kick chasers on side. Tom Opachek takes clean possession.
Surely he can, not with Staggs, Haas and Martin there. He thinks he's got it down. Look at this. He thinks
I think he gets it down.
He gives it a yell. He has got it down. That's a try.
The ball definitely gets to the ground. We're just looking to see if he maintains possession and it's across the goal line.
Well, Tommy Boy looks pretty happy, pretty confident.
He went up straight away, didn't he?
Downward pressure. Does the ball come loose or not? I don't know. It's a hard one to pick.
This camera angle shows the ball is over the goal line. Still looking to determine possession.
This is the angle we've been waiting
this
for.
Is the one. And he's still in possession, and the ball's on the deck. Then his arm comes off the ball once it hits the deck. That's a try.
You can see here the ball is on the ground and Tom Opachek still has possession.
There we go.
Have a decision.
Gee, they're in red-hot form, Parramatta. They smashed Canterbury, who had been playing quite well last week, 42-6. They threw the ball around. There's the affirmation of the try. But it's down the Sean Lane side they're playing. He's such a good player these days on the Harvey Norman replay. Here he is again. Look at that ball from the big fella. And then Sevo, a one-handed carry. Honestly, how does he do it? Hands like dinner plates.
And it was great skill. Have a look at this to finish. We usually see him putting the ball over the line, but he just drops it on the right boot. I've got to say, though, wonderful pass from Sean Lane. He can pass him short, post the line, gets there, pre-line. It was a cutout past 15 metres that you see from a halfback usually. Wonderful play.
Tom Opachik with the try, and Mitch Moses now to make it a 12-point lead for the Eels. Hits it well, it's there. Points to 0. The Eels leading the Broncos. This is going out on the full. Penalty to Parramatta in the centre of halfway. It's starting to unravel now for Brisbane. They've got to dig deep.
Just wait. You can't go quick.
12 points to 0 down, and the Eels will get a chance to go right on the attack. JT.
Yeah, that's a coach killer there from the Broncos, kicking the ball dead. Last week they had 60 points put on the Broncos. They need to show some mental resilience here to defend their try line with their skipper off for a HIA. So a big set for the Broncos.
Certainly is. And what about the start of this set for the Eels? Great touch finder. And Niokora playing at 10 away from the line. Big back line to the left. Polor. Tom Lane ran a decoy.
Tom off the body!
Turpin and Flegler in the tackle there for Brisbane. Now Regan Campbell-Gillard. He'd love a try at Suncorp. He's 2 metres away. Marnie, Lane. Lane gets over. Can he get the ball down? There's players all over him. He's not getting up confidently.
Put him up at the moment, my live decision.
No, I think he knows he probably didn't get it down. He's almost the former second row of the comp, this bloke.
Just wait, I'm checking.
Started with a bang tonight. Martin gets his body under the ball.
Yeah.
And
Jordan Ricky's hands there as well.
Can't see. Everyone's lined up. They're ready to play the ball.
Just looking at all available angles as we lose sight of the ball in this frame.
Smitty, what's happening? Coming into 4. Yes, mate. Yeah, that's right.
Having another look.
Sorry, mate.
If you can tell anything different
Based
from
on
there,
the
let me know.
decision of no
you'll have to get the X-ray out to see the ball there.
Angles were supporting the decision of held
It's on
up.
there, we tackle 4. Just wait.
So if you just heard from Grant Atkins, it will be tackle forward. No try for Parramatta. And Sean Lane
That's 4.
plays the ball. Polo, nice pass. Moses, even better pass, and that's an even better pass. And they're going to score a try through Clint Gutherson. They are electric, the Eels.
Yeah, well, they go from one edge to the other. And that's where they've certainly planned to attack the Broncos tonight, in and around their 2s and 3s in. Harvey Norman replay. Look at Junior Bolo. Just look at his effort there. He's playing like another halfback. How deep he goes into the line, which then creates time and space for Mitch Moses. And the opportunities, they present themselves out wide for Isaiah Papali'i to pop the ball to Clint Gutherson. They have started on fire, Parramatta. Just the work from Junior Bolo, though, in the middle
Yeah, that
of
was
the field.
so good. He went right to the line, and at the last split second, he passed a beautiful pass, kept the play going. It's precision rugby league they're playing. The passing's fantastic. And you know what? They're hitting the ball at pace, at speed. They're not jog-trotting into the line. Look at it. Everyone's running hard, fast and straight. And that's the way to do it.
Clint Gutherson. Hasn't he come up with some big plays already tonight? We're only 20 minutes in. You remember he got a one-on-one steal when Brisbane were on the attack, when it was just 6-0 about 7 or 8 minutes ago. This the easiest kick of the night so far for Mitch Moses. And he guides it through.
Stay back.
Brisbane with a job to do, trailing 18-0. Oh, bang! What a hit! And it's illegal. It's a shoulder charge.
Who was it that raced in from an angle? No, Flegler, was it?
No, but I don't think it was Flegler, though. No, it was Ricky that they're going to judge to have performed the shoulder charge. Number 12, Jordan Ricky.
Yeah, Flegler didn't miss him either with the right shoulder there as well.
Jordan's on report.
Yeah, Jordan Ricky on report.
But look at Regan. Regan just gets up and smiles and goes, you know what? I'll take it up again.
There we go again here.
He's hard. He's good.
Down to you, Danica, a pilot medical update.
Yeah, so this is far from ideal for the Broncos. Their night's just become a whole lot tougher. Adam Reynolds has failed his HIA. He will not be back.
All right, that is a blow for Brisbane, but as Paul Vorton said, Billy Walters is used to playing a fair bit of footy in the halves.
Yeah, it's a blow for the Broncos. It's a shame too for Adam Reynolds. It's his 250th match tonight, so play no longer part in this game.
It's a blow, but even if he was there, it'd still be 18-0.
The Eels, they're hungry for more here. 29 away from the Broncos line. Polo. This time, no offload from him. Last play for the Eels. Brown. Rubber kick. Pereira got it covered, but there's nowhere for him to go here. And the Eels will get a repeat set.
Yeah, great decision and a great kick there. Brown, he's in good form. He was outstanding last week, and this time here, just keeping the Broncos defence up on the end of the line. Jordan Pereira, he couldn't drop back. It looked like they had an option there to run the football. So he's seen the space in behind, and it's a nice little repeat set.
So the dropout trapped. Here's Junior Olo. 25 away. Marnie to dummy half. Moses. Papali'i trying to wind up. Capel down low. Makes the good tackle around the legs. Olo. Near Corey. He's tackled 10 away from the line. Options both sides here for Marnie. They go to the left. And there's Lane. Good tackle. Down low on Lane. It was Billy Walters that affected it. Brown puts in a kick. Moses coming out after it. Ezra Mam was there to save the day for Brisbane.
Well, they're just checking. Yeah, they're just going to review to see.
Yeah, see who put the ball into the past the in goal.
Yeah.
Whether it came off Brisbane or Para.
Yeah.
Or whether the kick got there on its own. Well, I think.
That's Mitch Moses.
Yeah.
The last touch is from Mitchell Moses, who makes the ball dead. We have a decision.
Wasn't much in it in the end.
No. Actually did a good job there, Ezra Mam, to shield the football away from Mitch Moses. Made it a lot harder for him to get to it.
Telstra is proud to be the naming rights partner of the NRL Telstra Premiership for 21 consecutive years. Brisbane now with a 7 tackle set. Let's see what they can make of it. Walters. They're into Eels territory. Turpin to dummy half. Flegler trying to wind up. Flicks it out the back. Walters has got it off Turpin. Billy Walters almost goes through. Gets to the 20. Reid Marnie making the tackle. Now Turpin dummied one way. Goes to Mam. Mam kicks. It's in the in-goal area. And it's going to go harmlessly dead.
Well, that's a very, very poor kick. No one knew about it. No one was expecting it. And no one was a chance to get to it. Parramatta straight on the attack.
Just looking at Tamari Martin there too, Paul. He wanted the ball desperately down the.
Yeah, they had some space.
Right.
Yeah.
Ryan Madison just taking the field. First hit up, boys.
He was originally named to start, but ended up coming off the bench. Marnie to dummy half. Campbell Gillard to Polo. Another good pass.
I'm so impressed with Junior Polo. I mean, he 25 minutes into the match, he's still running as hard and as frequent as anyone. 2 years ago, he got tired running onto the field. Honestly. So his fitness is it's out of sight now. It's fantastic.
Last play for the Eels. Moses. That one's come unstuck. They said it went forward. Wanga Blake thought it was play on, but went forward off Will Penasini.
If they had a challenge, they could have challenged that. Because it looked like it went back.
Well, they had them. They had them on that right-hand side, Parramatta. Just Moses, he just failed to execute that pass, slightly behind Will Penasini.
Cam and Paul, we talk a lot about Mike Acevo and what he offers this Parramatta team in attack, but there's some potency on the right with Will Penasini and Wanga Blake.
Oh, absolutely. Will Penasini is a great young player. He's on the up. And Wanga Blake, well, he showed us over numerous seasons what he's capable of doing. A couple of fantastic finishes of late, especially in the corner.
Jordan Ricky, that's a good tackle down low from Regan Campbell-Gillard. Walters. That's a bit of a floater. Gutherson does really well. He's going to try to set up Sevo here. And in the end, they do well. Keenan Pulasia out there in jersey number 21, helping wrap up Mike Acevo. There's Junior Polo getting a well-deserved rest.
Yeah, fantastic start for Junior. 12 tackles, 7 hit-ups, 67 metres run. He's had a fantastic start to this game.
Moses. Here's Isaiah Papali'i. Tackled by Mam and Capewell. Marnie down a short side. Moses, oh, what a ball! Wonga Blake back to Moses, try! That is sensational from the Eels.
Champagne Rugby League strikes again. Well, that's what it is. It's beautiful to watch. And they're passing. It's, you know what, it's South Sydney like. When Souths are in this form, they're red hot, and the Harvey Norman replay will show it. The passing's fantastic, and Mitchell Moses starts it, finishes it.
It was a great play. Last tackle it was. And it's quite a good time to attack, actually, when you're in that position, 30 metres out. Teams are expecting you to kick the football, but not that time. Reed Marnie, he heard the call from Moses down that right-hand sideline, and he took him on. It was 3-on-2, found the space with Wonga Blake on the outside, and he backed it up straight down the middle for a 4-pointer. JT.
Yeah, it was great work by Reed Marnie to get the ball to Mitchell Moses. If he takes it too far into the line, then Moses can't assess the 3-on-2 situation. So great work by Reed Marnie to get him the ball, and Mitch Moses, playing halfback, ices those all the time. As you can see here, he gets the ball to him straight away, sums it up perfectly. 3-on-2, that's like a training drill during the week. Mitch Moses backing up on the inside.
Well, it's just sheer weight of possession, isn't it? Parramatta, they've got 61% of the ball in this first half already. Broncos, they're doing a mountain of work in defence. But they look sharp. They look on song, this Parramatta.
Mitch Moses to convert his own try, been perfect so far tonight with a boot, and he squeezes that one through. So Parramatta in control. It's a big 11.5 minutes. Oh, hang on, forward pass. Well, here's a chance for Brisbane.
So they're opting for the scrum in the middle of the field. You'd assume this play will go left to Ezra Mam, even with Adam Reynolds on the field early. Well, Ezra Mam's going to feed the scrum, but they look most likely down their left-hand side have the Broncos.
Stay there for me. Stay backs. Heads in.
A chance for Brisbane to hit back.
Fuck off. Hold. Hold.
You get the feeling if they get one, then maybe a second will come. They need some points here, the Broncos. Tamari Martin out wide. Oh, it's Brinko Lee. Brinko Lee with the try for Brisbane. And they do get one back.
Well, yeah, on the back of a quite poor Parramatta mistake. Scrum feed 10 metres out. Is he hurt?
And Tamari Martin down after that one, Paul.
Harvey Norman replay, pretty simple play. Parramatta just outnumbered. It was touched by Parramatta, play on, and nice try to Brinko Lee. Well, they're back-ish.
It was the speed from Ezra Mam. He fed the scrum and then wrapped around to that left-hand side, which created the overlap. It gave the Broncos 4-on-3. And it was just like a nice clinical finish in the corner by Brinko Lee. Tamari Marnie actually copped a little bump there from Isaiah Papali'i in back play. So not sure if the referees are looking at that at all, but that's why Tamari Martin was down for a moment, but he's up now, which is great news.
So Brinko Lee with a try for Brisbane. He's Dolphins bound next year. And here's the view from corner post cam. Tony Staggs here looking to convert the try. There's, look at the Broncos huddle. Tony Staggs from out wide. And that's only 2 points, but to give Brisbane an added boost, knowing that they can get the margin down, the deficit down to 3 converted tries. Staggs hits it nicely, comes around. It's a great kick. So Brisbane give their fans something to cheer about. And maybe just put a little bit of doubt into Eels fans' minds. There is the live ladder, so you can see how much is at stake here. There's one thing, Raiders fans will be liking this current scoreline.
Well, yeah, I mean, but the Raiders have to win their last 2. They've got Manly down there at GIO in Canberra, and then they brush home with the West Tigers at Leichhardt. So they're both winnable, but Canberra's going to have to play well to do that.
Well, that was an attempt at a 40-20. Didn't get it, but it's not a bad result here for Brisbane. Impressive into the set there, Cam.
No, it was, and it's a great result for Brisbane, and this is where they need to try and camp themselves for the remainder of this half, try to minimise the metres that Parramatta make, maybe even try and force an error. If they can get another 6 points before half-time, they've got a huge second half.
There was a good tackle there that had to be made on Dylan Brown by Billy Walters. Now the Eels getting it out towards the 40. 2 tackles left in the set. Tom Opposite. Really nice little short ball there from Clint Gutherson. He's well read though by the Broncos defence. Moses for one of the first times tonight kicking from inside his own half. Corey Oates takes that one on the full. Penasini and Blake have him. They're going to put him in the touch. Oh, he got rid of it just in time to Ezra Mam.
Great work by Corey.
The strength of Will Penasini to keep him up off the ground. And Wanga Blake. Keenan Pulasia. Into Eels territory go Brisbane. Mam. Now Martin. Tamari Martin. Look to split them. No gap there though.
That's their edge. They need to continue going down that left-hand edge, keep asking questions.
Payne Haas on the last. Ezra Mam puts in a kick to Jordan Ricky. Gutherson's got it though. And then Ricky has him. Sevo with a quick play the ball. I mean, they're going to get a penalty here. Markers not square.
Yeah, the markers are all over the place, Sevo. One thing about Parramatta, they play the ball quickly as well. You know, it doesn't help. The defences at 6s and 7s are trying to mark up properly. And just look at the markers there. Billy was very offside.
It is Tom Opposite with a run. What about tomorrow night? The Storm and the Roosters live 7:30 on 9 and 9 now tomorrow night. Bring it on. These are great games we've got for you at the moment.
It's a cracker of a weekend for Channel 9 Rugby League, and of course we brush home with the big one on Sunday. Gold Coast taking on Newcastle. What a ripper.
Will be. Every game
We're calling that one, aren't we, boys?
Yeah, we are.
We're on deck for that one.
Great stadium, C-Bus.
The C team at C-Bus.
Here's Parramatta on the attack. Brown, Opachik. Good tackle, Gatoni Staggs. Billy Walters there as well. Last play here for the Eels. Brown puts in a kick. They're going to fly high, batted back, but the Broncos have got it. Wanga Blake did very well. Corey Oates, good tackle down low by Papali'i. Here's Brenko Lee.
They just need to push forward here, the Broncos. They've got a little bit of momentum.
Jordan Pereira. 4.5 minutes left in the first half. Payne Haas. Lays it on the last here. Turpin goes to Walters, who puts it up high. Gutherson takes it well in the field of play.
See how he had a look around. He's offloaded. Dylan Brown.
Brown's
just stuck his right foot back to try to get it back in the in goal, but he fell a couple of feet short.
And he paused for a second, which I thought the Broncos players just stopped and watched. He ended up getting that ball out 25 metres from his own try line.
He's a great player, actually, isn't he? Proved to be a wonderful captain, Clint. He was a Manly junior, you know, and they didn't. People in charge there didn't think he was good enough to play for Manly, so they let him go. And he's been a star at Parramatta for a long time.
And a fan favourite, that's for sure. Clint Gutherson. Last play here for the Eels. Brown. Lane through. Gutherson's lurking. Gets it and scores another great Eels try.
Sean Lane, take a bow. He has been a star tonight. I mean, he's a big fella. He's got to be 6'4", 6'5". He runs hard. He runs straight and hard, which is what I love about him. He's proved he's got great offload ability. And on the Harvey Norman replay, he just watch him. Just bang, straight through him. Awful defence. And look at that little flick. And look at Gutherson. Just man on the spot again.
Yeah, it was just another lovely short ball. This time from Dylan Brown. He actually gave him the no-looker. He played short. And what he did, he caught Billy Walters thinking that he was going to pass out the back to Gutherson. Billy Walters just rocked onto his right foot, which allowed that space for Sean Lane to push through. And Gutho, well, we've seen that many, many times. He's backing his back rower up down the middle. Another 4-pointer. Down to you, JT.
Yeah, that's where the Broncos have looked the weakest tonight, is between the 4 and 3 defender. And as you could see, the movements by Clint Gutherson keeps Billy Walters on his outside foot, and that allows Sean Lane to go through and pass the ball to Clint Gutherson. It's a great movement by Gutho there, and the ball by Dylan Brown.
Well, he's just the go-to man at the moment, isn't he? Sean Lane for Parramatta. He's just creating all sorts of havoc for defences. In great form at the right time of the year.
Moses converts the Gutho try. Gutherson with another try for the Eels. Oh boy, they're looking good, Parramatta. Brisbane though, with a lot of work to do. They're starting to get themselves back in the contest. And look out, because here goes Wanga Blake. Got the short kick off.
That's when the short kick doesn't work.
Parramatta. .32 away from the line. At their best, they are very, very good, the Eels. Madison with a nice ball. Tonight we're seeing an example of that with Parramatta. Inside Brisbane's 30 again. There's Oregon Kafusi playing a 15 away from the line. Now Madison, solid contact on him. Last play here for Parramatta. Late in the half. Mitch Moses for the one. And he's kicked it. Mitch Moses with 1 point. Got it on a string.
Gus would be hating that sitting at home. He hates the first half field goal, Gussie. But Gus, it's 31-6, champ. Don't think it's going to matter.
And there'll be no time for a kick-off here as the siren sounds. Parramatta fans, stand up and cheer your team. They have been magnificent in the opening 40 minutes here at Suncorp Stadium. It has been all the Eels. Half-time, Parramatta 31, leading the Broncos 6.
Right there, it has affected his airways, so he's off to hospital to get some scans.
All right, not good news. We wish him all the very best in his recovery, Tom Flegler. So how did Brisbane respond? Totally dominated by the Eels. Parramatta magnificent in the first half. They lead 31 points to 6 and have got a foot in the door, the NRL top 8 for this season. They'll be right in there should they go on with the job here in the second half.
It's going to take a huge effort by the Broncos. They're now down to only 15 men. They'll play the remainder of this game with 15 men. We see there Adam Reynolds on the sideline. He's out of this game with a concussion.
The player most likely for them, Cameron's been Ezra Mam. He's dangerous every time he's got the ball, but he needs a bit of help.
It's been their go-to side tonight, isn't it? Their left-hand side, and Ezra Mam, he played a huge part in setting up that first try and that scrum play. There's an error. One to Blake.
Oh,
penalty.
no,
It's a strip.
penalty.
Two-man tackle for a strip, I think.
So Brisbane in the last 1.5 games have conceded 91 points, but in doing so have conceded the same amount of missed tackles. 91 missed tackles in a game and a half.
Well, they were 66 last week and 25 in the first half, so they're on target.
They can't afford any missed tackles here because Parramatta are 20 metres away. And Isaiah Papali'i has it. It's a set restart here for the Eels. Inside the 10, the Broncos. Madison now. He's tackled, 5 away from the line. Parramatta looking to heap more misery on Brisbane. Gutherson. He gets a pass away. Makatoa. Tackled 2 metres short of the line. Marnie. Now Moses to Brown. Sevo with room. Gets a pass away and they're going to stop them. How did the Eels score there? Opacek forced back in the end. 2 tackles left in the set. Brown to Madison. He's stopped by Turpin and Haas. Last tackle here. Brown. Now through the hands it goes. Penasini back to Gutherson. Puts in a kick. Dylan Brown out after it. Payne Haas got there and tipped it dead.
Huge effort by Payne Haas, big front rower. Not expected to be there cleaning up those loose balls in the in goal, but once again, lovely play by Parramatta, in particular Clint Gutherson. They just don't want to go down to ground with the football, do they? If there's any chance of an offload, they're willing to push it.
There's a attempted drop out to go towards touch, that rubbering type one. It didn't, but Will Penasini's got it here for Parramatta. There's been a player left behind here.
It's Kobe Hetherington.
It is Kobe Hetherington.
He just got his head in the wrong spot here. An attempt for this tackle. Yeah, he just, you see he lowered his eyes to the ground, which takes the eyes off the target.
So Kobe Hetherington coming from the field, and Zach Hosking coming onto the field off the Penrith next year. Zach Hosking.
Yeah, he's been a good young player for the Broncos this year, making his debut, of course. Played 2 or 3 consecutive matches from his debut, and
he played well. He's a good worker, great work rate, solid defender. No, he's a good one.
Here go the Eels again. Gutherson. He's just toying with him at the moment. Moses. Now they look to straighten. 10 away from the line. Make it 9 away from the line. Brown. Little tip on there. Opposite to Sevo, and it went forward.
Yeah, that's totally unnecessary. That I know they're up for 31-6, but that was ordinary. The tip on. Mick Cronin made this a thing back in 1983, 4, 5, 6. He was great at it, the old Mick.
They just got to be careful, Parramatta. You just mentioned there, Fatty. They're up 31-6. They don't particularly want this second half to become a scrappy half of football. They need to be thinking to finish this as best they can. They've got a huge game to finish the season, of course, next week. The Melbourne Storm. They want to be finishing this match as professionally as they can.
Here's Payne Haas for Brisbane. Saved the try a few moments ago. There's Brad Arthur. Just saw a shot there of the Eels coach's box. You know what I'm going to ask soon in regard to Parramatta. When you see them play the way they have tonight, they've beaten Penrith twice this season. Good record against other top 8 teams. 1986 was a long time ago. Can they start believing with this team again, the Eels? Do they have a side that can trouble those that will end up in the top 4?
On their day, yes, no doubt about it. They're playing themselves into form the last few weeks as they head into the semi-finals. And I've got to say, it's been a long time, but they've got a halfback in Mitch Moses, who's been there for a few years now. Probably the best they've seen since Peter Sterling, who retired in 1992. As Parramatta, they keep going for the try.
Down to Opacek. And Opacek's going to be wrapped up 10 metres away. Eventually plays it. Makatoa goes to Madison. Here we go through the hands. Moses, Papali'i. Will he look to wind up? Because Zaya Papali'i, he's awkwardly there. The head went back. No harm done. Gets up, plays the ball. Moses puts in a kick, and they clean it up there through Corey Oates.
That's a long way down for Corey Oates. He picked it up off his bootlaces.
He looked like a giraffe, didn't he?
He just went down to the water hole for a little sip, but it was a great pickup. Just watch this one here. Took a deflection. Oh,
yeah, that's great.
Well done. Now, just back on Parramatta and their chances, I tend to agree with Fatty. I think on their day when they're playing their best football, they'll compete with anyone. They've, of course, beaten Penrith. They've beaten Melbourne, the only team to do so against both sides this year. But what they will be facing is a lot more resistance in the coming weeks to what they're facing tonight. So that's the challenge for them.
Yeah, I mean, teams like Melbourne, Penrith are going to offer some more resistance than the Broncos have tonight. The Sharks are a good side as well. We're in for a big finals race. The last 4 weeks, and you'll see it all on Channel 9, live and exclusive. No, not exclusive, is it? Yeah, exclusive. We'll call it exclusive.
exclusively live and free.
There you go.
There you go. On Nine's wide Willa Sports as Mann puts in a kick over the top. Gutherson's back there, looks to get away from Mann, and oh, it's a good tackle from the young Broncos, 5'8". Wonga Blake. He goes for a run. That's the thing, Cam. They're going to come up against teams who are finals hardened, aren't they? The Eels.
Yeah, they are. But they're, as Fatty mentioned also, though, they've played themselves into some pretty good form over the last couple of weeks. This man here in particular, Sean Lane.
That's incredible.
It's just...
What a game.
The performances that he's put in over the last month have been unbelievable. And they'll take the confidence that they've beaten those good sides. So they've beaten Penrith, they've beaten Melbourne. They'll take that confidence into the finals.
Papali'i on the last. Finds Blake. Inside pass. Gutherson back to Marnie. Marnie's got it. It's still the last. Reid will go himself, really. Oh, he's just short. Brisbane will get the ball back through a turnover. They're exciting to watch.
That's good stuff. Yep, fantastic. Passes all over the place, support play.
He would have loved that one. He would have loved the 4-pointer there, Reid Marnie. He grew up just up the road. Sunshine Coast boy.
There he is.
Heading to Canterbury next year.
Yes, Reid Marnie off to the Bulldogs.
Yep.
Well done, Paul. Payne Haas stands in the tackle of Papali'i, Madison and Marnie. Now Capewell through a dummy. Taken high there, just slipped up.
Yeah, Mitch Moses is a little bit disappointed with himself there. A little reaction as he got up out of the tackle. Just slipped up a little bit high on Kurt Capewell. Didn't hurt him.
Brenko Lee taps it to Brisbane, goes straight to Ezra Mam, and he goes to Keenan Pulisiya, and there's good contact there from Oregon Kafusi on Pulisiya. Good service off their bench, the Eels. Nakatoa, Kafusi. Now it's with Zach Hosking. 30 metres away. Can Brisbane be first to score in the second half? Ezra Mam. He's wrapped up. Nowhere to go. Good defence. Papali'i. Turpin goes to Walters. Slips a pass and it's been intercepted by Penasini. The urgency of the Eels. Look, now a mistake from the Eels. No team's got a challenge left in case you tuned in late. They were both used up at the 7-minute mark. Down to you, JT.
Yeah, the Eels need to be careful here. Like we said, they're up by 25 points. For me, the Broncos, I think Ezra Mam and Tamari Martin look like to be the biggest threat with Katoni Staggs. So if they can find the ball to Katoni Staggs, then I think there might be a chance of scoring some points. But no doubt, it's going to be a great test for these young halves.
There he is, Katoni Staggs. He's got, at the moment, Tamari Martin lurking around him. Turpin, Walters. He dummied to Staggs in the end.
Well, he's a strike weapon, Katoni Staggs, and so far in this game he's had 2 runs for 11 metres.
That's a pretty quiet game.
Now Brisbane, they're 10 metres away here. Keenan Pulisiya playing it. Now Tamari Martin. There's Katoni Staggs, puts on a step and he almost went through. They're knocking on the door here, the Broncos. Walters. Now Hosking. He looks to straighten. Last play, can they get a repeat set? Payne Haas, does he know it's the last? Now Martin kicks across field for Corio. Oh, he's left it behind. Just
knock
short.
on, yeah, Parramatta. He nearly got it, Salty. He was up high, just missed.
The Eels defending very strongly. Now, we've got a poll on Twitter at NRL on 9 is our Twitter handle. Do you need to finish in the top 4 to win the comp? I'll ask our 2 experts in the box that same question as well, but do you need to finish in the top 4 to win the competition? Cameron?
Well, history shows you need to with this new format where 1 play 4. We're actually looking at the ladder right now. And, well, you look at those top 4 teams, Panthers, Cowboys, Sharks, Storm. They look the most likely, don't they,
Yeah,
to take out this competition?
I think no doubt they're the 4 strongest sides, and they just, to me, not about where you finish, but they're the classy teams. And I think they're just a bit too strong for the other 4, but you just, mate, it's rugby league, you never know. And Parramatta, I've got to say, they've had a pretty ordinary 14 minutes in the second half. A lot of mistakes, a lot of errors. It can come when you're leading 31-6, but you've got to be better than that. And Brad Arthur, he's not a happy chappy right now, I'm telling you.
Because I can guarantee you he'll be half thinking next week as well. And then the week's coming because, you know, they're going to be a part of finals, but they play like this or in patches next week. I don't think they'll get it done against Melbourne, but they need to finish strongly now.
Zach Hosking for Brisbane. Still searching for our first points of the second half here at Suncorp Stadium. Now Walters to Martin. And they cut out Katoni Staggs and went to Jordan Pereira. Tackled on the halfway line. Jordan Ricky now for Brisbane. Madison Marnie and Regan Campbell-Gillard in the tackle. Now Payne Haas, good hands to Murray Martin. Ezra Mam, here's Brenko Lee, finds Corey Oates. And Oates will be corralled by the Eels defence. Papali'i and Moses wrap him up. To Murray Martin, seeing a lot more of the ball now. Puts a kick up. He's done nothing wrong tonight. There's Clint Gutherson, took that one well. Under some pressure there from Hosking. Blake. There's the list of tries. So Parramatta haven't scored since late in the half as Sevo fighting with them. Campbell-Gillard on the charge. See Junior Polo is about to come back on as well. Marnie takes off out of dummy half. Well, awkwardly that tackle. Moses drills this one into the corner. Samari Martin. And he's tackled 18 away from his own line.
And I think you might find when Junior Polo gets back on the field, it's going to help Moses and Brown just straighten their attack in the middle of the field in particular.
There he is, waiting patiently. Looking to come back into the action. Corey Jensen now for Brisbane. 10 short of halfway. Haas, Martin, Ezra Mam, good tackle. Will Penasino, he skipped away from it. He's deceptively strong, Ezra Mam.
Yeah, they looked like they had an overlap there. But Brenko Lee, he got left behind. He was hobbling. He's being attended to by the trainer now.
Clint Gutherson, look out. And they shut that little gap pretty quickly, Ricky and Staggs on Gutherson. Now Sevo, taken by Jensen and Walters. Brown to dummy half. Here he is, short lane. And the ball looks like a tennis ball in his hand. It's been magnificent tonight. And they get a set restart as well here, the Eels. Madison, it's a pass away. Here's Junior Polo. And the ball comes free. Let's play on here for Brisbane. Tamari Martin. Goes to Jordan Pereira. Everyone stopped there for a moment. Both teams. Ezra Mann forced back in. A strong tackle from Will Penasini. Oh, talk about strong tackles. Ryan Madison on Corey Jensen. Now Hosking, Walters, Martin, Staggs. Leaves it behind.
That's a good tackle. Staggs knocked it on.
What do you want?
Good tackle by Opachik.
In the middle, boys.
Down to you, Danica, with another pilot medical update.
Yes, look, this is a really tough night for the Brisbane Broncos. Kobe Hetherington has failed his head injury assessment, so he will not be back. That means just one player on the bench at the moment in Keenan Pulisi'a. So one more failed HIA, and that does mean they get to activate the 18th man, who is Deloise Hoyter, but just one player on the bench for the time being.
All right, yeah, they're down to that one player on the bench. You can just see there is Keenan Pulisi'a, as Danica mentioned, and he's about to come back into the action. 21 minutes remaining here at Suncorp Stadium. The Eels now to Junior Polo. Marnie to dummy half.
Metres gain tonight, Salty. Clint Gutherson out in front, as he is in most games, 158 metres. The top four of the top five go to Parramatta, no surprise.
And here's Lane. Gets a pass away. Pereira got in the way. Brisbane have knocked it on. The Eels have got it. It'll be 6 more here because Brisbane had it and lost it, and Opachik has got it for Parramatta. Dylan Brown, Junior Polo. He's tackled. 8 away from Brisbane's line. Marnie, long pass. Gutherson, that's knocked down by Billy Walters, so Parramatta will get the scrum feed.
Yeah, they're still a bit sloppy, Parramatta out wide, but there was a run a minute ago by Regan Campbell-Gillard. I mean, this bloke comes off the back fence every run he puts in, and he made 15 metres where he should have made 5, but just pure effort. The Brisbane defence just danced with him, twinkle-toed with him, and didn't put him on the deck. He just kept going. Great player, really good.
10 seconds.
So Parramatta to feed the scrum. 10 metres away from Brisbane's line. Dylan Brown to feed the scrum. Marnie off the back of it, goes to Moses. What can Mitch do? He's tackled. 10 away from Ezra Mann. Inside the 10, Brisbane. Now, Moses looks to be, is he winded here from a shot from Brenko Lee?
Parramatta players complaining about something that happened in the tackle. Grant Atkins is unmoved.
I think
the badge on the sideline, she hasn't moved.
He gets tackled low by Ezra Mann, and then the left foot gets caught under him as Brenko Lee finishes the tackle off over the top, just there. Just a little bit awkward for Mitch.
No drama.
So this is the start of the tackle count because Brisbane are inside the 10. And now it's Papali'i tackled. 7 away from the line. Marnie to dummy half. Madison short to Junior Polo. And he'll play it 5 away, just off centre. Dylan Brown. Now that was touched off a Bronco. So Parramatta will continue to apply the pressure here.
Got to say, it's a lot better Brisbane defence in the second half. They're manning up one-on-one a lot better, and their tackling's been more effective, that's for sure. Parramatta finding it harder to get through, but some of these passes are a bit wayward.
I think you'll find, Paul and Cam, that Brenko Lee's just come from the field as well. He's gone straight up the tunnel, so Brisbane, all their players available are out in the field. They're down to 13. It wasn't an HIA for Brenko Lee either. So here goes Moses to Papali'i. The 13 out there now for Brisbane, and the 13 that'll have to finish the game unless Brenko Lee can come back. They've got defending to do because here goes Junior Polo for the line.
Oh, great tackle.
Jordan Ricky, the try saver, one-on-one. Madison trying to skip away from the Broncos defence, but Corey Jensen wraps him up. Reed Marnie, Mitch Moses, Isaiah Papali'i. Tackled 9 short. Centre of the ground, Madison. Moses to Brown. Here's Opacek, and he's stopped. Tony Staggs making the tackle. Kick from Dylan Brown. Gutherson underneath it, takes it, goes to Marnie, and Corey Oates. Oh, hang on, they're going to rule the knock on. I'll rule the knock on from Corey Oates.
Well, they're hanging in there under pressure, aren't they, the Bronx? Their line's actually really good at the moment, and they're shifting just, wider when they have to. Well, that was necessary from Oates. JT on the sideline, what's doing?
Well, the Broncos obviously struggling with the reshuffle. Kurt Capel looks like he'll be playing left centre where Brenko Lee has gone off. So those Parramatta Eels will be getting to the left side of the field and attacking that area.
Wonga Blake now. That gap closed quickly by Zach Hosking and Keenan Pulasia. Isaiah Papali'i, he's tackled. 2 away from the line. Reed Marnie, Madison, Gutherson, he's tackled straight away. And it's a penalty. Went high.
There's Tony Staggs. He come rushing in from his centre position to shut the play down.
Hello. It was off his shoulder. There was nothing wrong with that. It was Sean Lane.
Sean. Yeah. Hang on, they weren't ready.
No, Jake Turpin, he went to attempt the tackle on Lane and he hit the referee. So Grant Atkins said, no, let's play that tackle again.
All right. Regan Campbell-Gillard playing the ball a couple of metres away from the line. Parramatta looking for it. Well, this pass beats everyone. It'll go into touch.
I think it's off Brisbane again, though, isn't it?
Off Corey Oates, I think. Yeah,
again. There's 3,000 of them in the second half. They just keep getting their hands in there. Lucky they do.
Well, I think it's been the last 4 or 5 passes that have hit the ground from Parramatta have all been touched by the Broncos. If one sticks here, I'm sure it'll be another 4-pointer to the Eels.
Madison playing it, Marnie holding it up, showing it, getting over the line, but Payne Haas says, come here, and he drags him back in the field of play. Zach Hosking there as well. Papali'i from dummy half. He has a go, he'll get over and he'll score. A try to Parramatta in the second half, finally for the Eels, Isaiah Papali'i.
Well, they've tried every move they know of, Parramatta, and it takes, on the Harvey Lawn replay, just one bloke from dummy half. Great effort.
Isaiah Papali'i with the try. 10 tries for the Eels back rower so far this season.
He's been strong too. I know we've concentrated mainly on Sean Lane on the other side, but on this side, Papali'i's been really good as well. That's a great effort. He's gone through 3 you know, really strong Broncos. That's just determination. That's what they're playing with at the moment, Parramatta.
So Mitch Moses to convert the Isaiah Papali'i try, and he guides it through. Isaiah Papali'i, the try scorer for Parramatta. Short kickoff here from Kurt Capewell, but Parramatta have got it. Jonathan Thurston, down to you.
Yeah, nothing's gone right for the Broncos tonight. They lost their skipper in the first few minutes, and they want to hang on here, the Bronx, because as you can see in the live ladder, if this score blows out, then you can see the points differential with the Canberra Raiders breathing down their neck. If they win next week and this blows out, the Broncos could miss out on a place in the semi-final. So they need to dig deep here, the Broncos.
And their bench is currently empty, as you mentioned, JT. You've got defending to do here, Parramatta. Jake Arthur's out there as well now. Here goes Dylan Brown. Finds Sevo. Marcus Sevo's tackled. Stand up every time he gets the ball in anticipation. Here's a kick. Blake underneath it. And it ends up in the hands here of Will Penasini. Parramatta go back to back. It's a try to this exciting young centre. And Brad Arthur on the sideline liked it.
Well, I think it's been touched by a Parramatta player in flight, hasn't it? No, he's given the try. Has it been confirmed? On the Harvey Norman replay. Here we go, the nice kick. And I'm just wondering if that's touched. Or it might have come off a Bronco, actually. It looks like it is a try.
Yeah, great kick by Dylan Brown. And it was Capewell in that centre position going up for the contest with Wonga Blake. It come off Kurt Capewell and Will Penasini. Well, it's an opportunistic try for the young centre, but a try nonetheless. And they push this margin out a little bit further now.
He's a good young player, this kid, Will Penasini. What a future he's got in the game. 9th try of his career. So 41 points to 6. And Mitch Moses has been perfect with the boot so far tonight. Here's another look at the Will Penasini try. Now Moses. 6 from 6 so far tonight. He's had it on a string. This one 15 in from touch. Surely not even the commentator's curse can get him. No, he guides it through. Tomorrow night we're heading to Amy Park with the Storm taking on the Roosters in a must-win game for the men from Bondi. All the action starts from 7:30 on the only place you can get your footy for free, Nine's Wide World of Sports. And post-match, also for free tomorrow night, you get to see Billy Slater interview Shaquille O'Neal.
What?
Yes, Shaq.
No way. I wonder what he
Shaq
talks
and
about
Billy.
in that interview.
What a character Shaquille O'Neal is.
Straight after the game.
After the game tomorrow night. Part of Macca's Golden Point tomorrow night.
So is he going to the game?
I think they've had a chat.
Oh, have they? Okay. Right, I just wondered.
What does see Shaquille O'Neal stand next to Nelson Asafa-Solomona?
Shaquille O'Neal's nearly the biggest person in the world. He's massive.
Here's a kick, and it's going to go into touch, is it? Thought about it for a second. Wanga Blake wasn't too far away from that one in the end. So exciting night tomorrow night and Saturday night at South and the Cowboys. So we're looking forward to that game. There's Brisbane playing it now, coming off their own line. Tough night at the office for Brisbane. It's been a tough week and a bit. Well, how do they recover here, Cam? It's 103 points conceded now in pretty much 2 games of football. And as they're looking to shift here, as Darren Lockyer said earlier, the Dragons don't have a lot to play for as far as finals is concerned, but there's a lot of ex-Broncos in that lineup that would love to kick them out of the top 8 next week.
Oh, absolutely, and that's probably the one thing that they have to play for, is to try and create as much disruption as they can in their last 2 matches, and they know they're facing the Broncos with a couple of former Broncos players, as you mentioned. But I think what they will be doing is counting the toll of injuries after tonight and whether they'll have a healthy squad to take down to Sydney.
All right, down to you, Danica, a pilot medical update.
Yes, it's been a big effort from these Broncos players. It doesn't get much worse than this. It is official. They do not have a player remaining on the bench. Branko Lee, he will not be returning to the action. He's done his hammy.
Well, it's been troubling him for quite some time. Set restart here for Brisbane. Jensen. He's tackled 5 away from the line. And another set restart inside the 10. Parramatta. Tamari Martin goes to Zach Hosking. Hosking tackle there by Moses and Campbell Gillard. Payne Haas. Billy Walters throws a dummy, looks to get through, gets an offload and they put it down. Jordan Ricky drops it. After that pass there from Billy Walters.
Well, there's an old saying, you have to be ready for the football at all times on the field, but that was a sneaky little pass from Billy Walters, and he found it hard to be ready, Ricky. So there's the bench. Looks like a hospital ward.
We saw the man on the end of the bench there, Steve Walters. He might have to put a jersey on next week.
He want to lose 30 kilos. Box.
Oh,
he's one of the greats. There he is. Can we get a jumper for Alf as well?
Too many meat pies for Boxy. He loves a meat pie at the football before every game. A couple of hot dogs too, I think.
Just because you usurped him as the best hooker to play Origin for Queensland doesn't mean it's open slather, Cameron.
Not at all. No, that's just one of his game day traditions.
It is.
Worked for the Queensland side for a long time.
Campbell Gillard. It's a pass away to Madison. He's been good coming off the bench tonight. Ryan Madison. Yeah, Dylan Brown. Tom Opachik. Inside Brisbane's 20 they go again here, Parramatta. Dylan Brown. It's the last. Mitch Moses. Great pickup. Will Petticini got a kick away and Corey Oates cleans up for Brisbane.
Oh, he stretched his Emmys out to pick up that one.
Wow. Tackle. Junior bowler.
I don't often see Payne Haas driven back like that and put on his back.
Oh.
And he's worked himself into the ground tonight at Broncos number 10. Oh, there's some solid defence. Just getting out to the 20 here, Brisbane. Hard yards for a very tired team with no players left on the bench. Walters, Gatoni Staggs. Staggs puts in a grubber kick. And Gutherson was there to clean up for the Eels. Now Wanga Blake. There's a big gap there if you can get past Kurt Capewell, and Capewell does well. Another quick play the ball from Parramatta.
Well, they did a great job to get back behind that football really quickly off the back of that little half bust by Tony Staggs. I'll tell you another man that's played outstanding tonight, Salty, and that's Regan Campbell-Gillard. 15 hit-ups, 167 metres for the big man. He started as well extremely well. He's had a huge impact on this game.
Madison. Another strong run from him. Jensen and Haas wrap him up. Last play here for the Eels. Moses, he's got options both sides of him, goes to Penasini. He throws it out the back. It's play on here for Moses. He's been collected high. It was a reflex action there from Corey Jensen.
Yeah, unlucky by Jensen. He was falling. Well, they get a little chance here with 3 minutes to go. Yeah, there's nothing in it, really. Didn't hurt him. Try and put more points on the board. I tell you what, I'm looking forward to next Thursday night. Parramatta take on the Melbourne Storm at Combank Stadium. Wow, we'll find out just how good Parramatta are.
And that could be a huge game. If the Roosters are to beat Melbourne tomorrow, that'll be playing for fourth next week.
Inside the last 3 minutes here. And the Eels looking for some more points. Oregon Kafusi getting up and playing it. Well, that's clean bowled everyone. Penasini's gone back for it. And he can't get away from Kurt Capewell. Junior Polo.
Is that a goosey? Oh.
Now, Madison, Gutherson puts in a kick. Here they come. Who wants it? Tell you who wants it. Tom Opachik does. Another Parramatta try.
Yeah, too good. Too big, too fast, too good, too everything tonight. Great team performance. Bit sloppy in the second half. But on the Harvey Norman replay, Brisbane defended quite well this half. They all come up and they can see the room in there behind. It's a lovely kick and Opachik finishes it off beautifully.
Well, there's just no pressure on Gutherson when he received the ball. The Broncos' defensive line, they got up really well on the outside men, but they all just stood off and watched. When you give a player like Clint Gutherson time to make decisions, they usually come up with the right one, and that was a lovely kick for Tom Opachik. Couple of tries tonight against his former club, Brisbane Broncos.
That's right, the club he made his NRL debut for, Tom Opachik.
Yeah, and you just see there the right edge of the Broncos. They were up nice and fast off their line, but they just stood and watched Clint Gutherson for too long.
Now, they look like Sterling putting in a kick for Kenny.
There you go.
Just exactly the same.
So Mitch Moses 7 from 7. Will he make it 8 from 8? And he's just been guiding them between the posts beautifully all night. 7 from 7 and a field goal, looking to make it 8 from 8. And the big build-up waved away.
You got another one.
Now, coming up after the footy here on High Sense Thursday night knock-off, the panel will dissect how tonight's result affects the top 8 in the run into the finals. We'll head into the sheds with JT. And what a reception you got last week post-match, Fatty. It was so good, we might just hear from you again.
I'm nearly in the car already. Come on.
Brad Arthur sitting there on the Parramatta bench. Just over a minute to go. Might have a word to management. I think we should get you to go into do one of the Sheds interviews one
Salty,
night.
mate, just stick to your job. It shan't be happening.
I think you'd be great, Paul.
That's enough of you.
Steady up on him, Cam. He's working 2 games this week. All right. Parramatta looking for more points with 30 seconds to go. It's the last tackle. We love you, Paul. Moses. Now Gutherson. Here we go. Wonga Blake. You won't stop him. There he is. Gets it down. Parramatta hit 50. More misery on the Broncos, but it's party time for the Eels.
Dare I say it, Champagne Rugby League to finish off the night, and they've topped 50. The poor old Brisbane Broncos, 60 from the Storm, 50 from Parramatta on the Harvey Norman replay. Here we go, that's a magical pass from Clint Gutherson. What a play he is, and you're right, Salty. No one stops Whacker Blake from there.
Yeah, that time around, just a tied defensive line for the Broncos. Great football by Parramatta, but there's too many tired bodies for Brisbane. And that man, well, he can finish it at the best of time when he had open space like that. Not even Kurt Capewell could stop him. Tries confirmed.
Well, they've hit 50, the Eels. Great news for them. But for Brisbane, that's now 111 points conceded in back-to-back games. It's the most they've conceded in consecutive games. And Mitch Moses from out wide after the siren. That's a great kick from Mitch. And the Parramatta Eels confirmed they will be playing finals football, thanks to a one-sided victory against the Brisbane Broncos tonight here at Suncorp Stadium. Full time, and well done to Parramatta. The Eels, 53, have defeated the Broncos 6.